But I think people get married and find their person every day.
Yeah.
When they're looking for it and when they're being intentional about it, and also when they're not looking for it.
All right, Kat, we just had an incredible episode over on the Mary Marantz Show where we're digging into your brand new book, Sexless in the City, a sometimes sassy, always painful, always honest look at dating, desire, and sex. And so we really just dig into, in that episode, what does the Bible say about sex? What does it say about waiting till marriage? We just hit all of those issues head on. So everybody, first of all, make sure you listen to that full episode, themarymorantshow.com, or you can watch it here on YouTube. We'll link that up below. For now, though, I wanted to ask you a question that's only here. It only lives on YouTube, just for our YouTube subscribers. And that is, in walking this, growing up in the buckle of the Bible Belt in Texas, you say, to being single and dating in New York and navigating whether or not you were going to wait for marriage to have sex, what's the worst advice you've gotten, and sort of where are you landing now in that journey?
Oh my gosh. I've gotten a lot of bad advice. And so do you mean bad advice in regards to dating advice or in regards to like sex or intimacy,
I think just when
like
you
that?
were in the like the most painful part of that, like, okay, like, you know, most people in your circles had gotten married at 19 or young 20s, and like they were giving that advice to those people, and here you are 35 and you know, living in the city and a grown woman, and people are saying to you, oh, don't worry, you know, don't worry.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think, so many things. Okay, where do I start? I think probably the most damaging thing is to give false promises. And so I think because we don't know how to sit with people, we don't know how to sit with desire, we don't know how to sit with disappointment, we say things like, oh, it'll happen when you least expect it.
Right.
Or you'll meet someone when you're content.
Yeah.
When you're content. Or God gives you the desires of your heart. And so if you desire marriage, then, or if you desire sex, whatever it is, like you'll get that thing. And I think they're well-intentioned phrases, but I think my problem with almost all of them is scripture and life experience of actually, well, it'll happen when I least expect it. Maybe, but I think people get married and find their person every day.
Yeah.
When they're looking for it and when they're being intentional about it, and also when they're not looking for it. I don't think there's a formula. I think people date and get married or meet their partners every day who are not content.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then their relationships become not content. I think that there's a middle space between contentment or just, can I hold the both and of, yes, I'm so grateful for where I am at in my life. I love my life. I love the single life I get to have. And I also long for a relationship. Like it doesn't have to be this either or thing.
Yeah.
And then finally, the Psalm, I believe it's Psalm 37:4, where we say God gives us the desires of our heart. We use that sort of as a hall pass to say, especially to single women, if you want marriage, this is what you'll get. When actually the text is not talking about God being a genie in a bottle, but more so, what is the ultimate desire of our hearts? Yeah. And I believe the ultimate desire of all of our hearts, of the human experience, is to know and be known by God. Yeah. And so I think that's the ultimate desire of our heart. That's the desire under all the desires. Even if we unpack, what am I looking for in sex? Yeah, I'm looking for a pleasure would be awesome. Orgasm would be awesome. But I'm looking for intimacy, connection, to see and be seen, to be fully seen, naked and unashamed. So yeah, you see that cellulite there, and I want you to love it, and I want to see and be seen by all of another person. And I think, so what is that underneath all of it? All of it is a shadow pointing to our greater desire to ultimately be seen, known, and accepted, and understood by the divine. So yeah, I think it really bums me out when when people try to make the experience of being single or in a relationship, or even when you're married and it's maybe like, well, I'm waiting for the financial breakthrough, or I'm waiting to get pregnant, or whatever it is. And we just don't know how to sit with people. So we give these like bumper sticker answers that honestly feel really dismissive to the experience and pain of perhaps what we might be going through.
Yeah. And in writing this book, like, and getting ready to launch this book, it's out everywhere today. Are you like, where are you finding yourself in your journey? Are you single? Are you dating? Are you, I saw somebody in this video for the book. I was very curious about that. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm not dating the guy who is in my book trailer. It was so funny. We were filming it and he was wonderful. He's an actor that we hired. And I was like, if we go live with this and there's like too much of you in here, everyone's going to think this is my engagement video. So we have to be very careful about that. But yeah, I honestly thought I'm going to write this book, and the icing, the cherry on the top is I'm going to launch this book, and I'm believing that I'm going to have my husband by the time this book comes out. And that is not what has happened. I am very single. I'm dating. Dating in the pandemic has been very interesting. I have had some good dates. I've had some weird socially distanced dates. But yeah, I'm still single. I'm open, always down for a setup. So if you know anyone.
Yeah, perfect. All right, friends. Like we said, the book is Sexless in the City, a sometimes sassy, sometimes painful, always honest look at dating, desire, and sex. It is out everywhere today. Books are sold. Get this book in your hands. Make sure you like and subscribe while you're here so you never miss an episode. Follow Kat at The Refined Woman and me at Mary Marantz on Instagram. And until next time, friends, this is The Mary Marantz Show.